Hi there, my name's Leanne and I am a professional wellness coach. And today I just wanted to talk about our ego and how it feeds our need to impress others. Okay, so our ego is that little voice inside our head that is always encouraging us to be right, to know, and to look better, right? Especially in the presence of others. The other day, I was down at Jarrow Beach. I was trying to read my book quietly, and there's this group of young men who happened to come beside me. They're probably in their young 20s, and I didn't necessarily want to hear what they had to say, but they were talking quite loudly. And they just kept trying to up one another with the best drinking story, or talking about their girlfriends or the last party they went to and how one drunk story was better than another person's drunk story. And I just kind of thought to myself, how is this a healthy behavior, right? This need to impress one another over and over and over again, right? So it's not a healthy behavior. Content aside, I think that it's, just really quite unhealthy and kind of sad how many of us have this, knee-jerk reaction to, jump in and tell our story and share something or show someone something right away. Just kind of when someone else may be telling their story, we want to kind of do it right away just to try and impress them. And so these young men were just a reminder to me of how apparent it is that our ego is controlling our minds and getting us to you know do things and say things to try and impress people. It's very apparent in the world around us, right? So I mean, I will admit I have told stories before to try and impress someone. We're just so used to jumping in and saying what we have to say, when instead of just listening, right? Just being. And it's different if you want to share a story because you're really passionate about something and you want someone else to try and get a little piece of that experience so that they can know what it was like for you, right? It's different when it comes from that special place when you're sharing a story. So, I think we could all really benefit from listening more, right? From just being more present, giving people space when we're having a conversation, and not always jumping in to say something right away, right? So if you just take a breath, you will be amazed really at how good it makes you feel. Because when you don't jump in, that's a way to dissociate from your ego, which is really the most important thing here, right? When you're not a slave to your ego's voice and jumping in, it allows you to be the real you, and your natural self, and that's what's really kind of the most important issue here. So, I challenge you, next time you are having a conversation and you want to jump in and say something, just don't right away. Just listen. Just be. And later on, if you do want to tell that story, you can, but at least it will be coming from a place of you deciding as opposed to you just listening to your ego in the moment and jumping in. Okay? So the more you practice this, the more you listen and give space and just wait, you'll just be able to live much more consciously, and you'll feel better about yourself and more connected to your real natural you, right? Without being clouded by your ego. So I would love to hear your comments. You can share them below in the Facebook box there, or email me, feel free to. And as always, thanks for listening. Take care.